I know.
You've got a fairly large folder there.
I know. We can thank Cassandra for that.
How are you going? How are you finding the new role? You've been in it for all of about 3 weeks.
3 weeks in.
So far, so good?
And my calendar has never been so busy.
I bet.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
so
all
far,
good?
So good.
I mean, you've been around the mining club for many years already, haven't you? So, none of this is terribly foreign to you.
I joined the mining club in 2011 when I moved down from Paraburdoo and joined the committee 3 years ago. So, yeah.
And you've been in the mining game more broadly for quite a bit longer than that.
But yeah,
tell us what your role has been over the 30 odd years that you've been part of the industry.
So I just ticked over 30 years in November last year. My first roster was at a gorgeous little place called Bamboo Creek, where I was 13 weeks on site and 3 weeks home. And that was my intro to the mining industry. And then I moved to Pannawonica and spent 5 years there. And then I spent 8 years in Paraburdoo.
What do you love about it? What do you love about the industry?
What's not to love, Tim? I love the fact that it's so dynamic, that there's been many a change, I suppose, since in the 30 years that I've been in the industry. I love the people. I love the people that I've met along the way who've become family to my family. I've got 4 children who are all in the industry, and my husband flew out yesterday. I think it's an integral industry for so many reasons, but it's an exciting one.
If you had to narrow it down though to a few passions, a few focuses of yours, what are they?
And many people in this room probably know what they are. So probably one of the biggest ones is to get children to understand how important our industry is, to get them involved and learn from a young age about the opportunities, because often, so many people, no matter what age, they still think that mining's just driving a dump truck and that's pretty much it. But we know that there's many a more career pathway for people to take. I'm very passionate about blue-collar trades, semi-skilled trades, because often they make up the majority of our industry, and we know that in a downturn they're often the first to be let go, yet they're the first that we need when, the cyclical part of our industry picks up again. But the real big passion for me is the amount of women that I see not only leave the industry to care for children and/or we've seen in most recent years have left or have to care for elderly parents or family members, but also engaging and encouraging women to think about an opportunity in the industry.
How do you think we're going on that front?
I think we've got a little way to improve, but I think, as more and more companies adopt flexible working conditions, job share arrangements, although I feel like was so in the sort of late, so between 2006 and 2010, we saw a lot of job share opportunities for women in particular. I think, companies need to recognise that to engage and encourage and retain talent, we've got a talent pool just sitting there ready for the taking, and that's really important. And
as the president of the mining club, what's your focus as the president? What would you like to do and achieve during your tenure?
Yeah, so coming from the memberships and external leads portfolio recently, I really wanted to have 800 members join our community, and we've ticked over that so far, so that's great, and I'd like to see the continuity of members joining us. I'd like to see more contract service companies, innovation, and those companies that are really sort of outside the box and doing things that as an industry we need to know about, because it very well might improve things on a whole different level.
And of course, keeping up these fantastic events is something you've got to oversee as well. What are you hoping to hear from Ivan?
Really looking forward to hearing from Ivan about IGO's mission, and to see where the nickel and commodities are playing at the moment, and his introduction into IGO and what he's going to bring to the business.
I think up on the screens in a moment too, we might just have a little preview of who's coming up in the months ahead as well. You've got some fantastic speakers.
Yeah, so we've got Jonathan
coming
Fisher,
through at the moment.
Colgan Energy. We've got Stu, who's sitting on table 26. Where are you, Stu? There you are, Stu. Hello. And then we've got Jake Klein from Evolution in October. So a really good lineup.
Fantastic. Dani, all the best.
Thank you.
I know you were already busy, but you've just added more onto your plate. So good luck with all of that. Would you please thank Dani Tamati, the new president of the WA Mining Club.